So let's talk about Angel Reese today because I know we hear a lot of hype about her double doubles constantly from her fans. And look, she hasn't been bad this season. I don't want to knock Angel Reese. I think her play on the court for her defense, her rebounding should not get overlooked. However, when it comes to offense, she is not their number one option. It is very clear to me. If Kennedy Carter was not on the Chicago Sky, they would be one of the worst teams in the WNBA because if you look at the game against Phoenix Mercury, they only scored 65 points. And when you're not able to score the basketball, you can be great on defense, you can rebound the ball all day long. But if you're not getting shots up and scoring, then you're just going to get embarrassed. And you're going to have nights like yesterday where you just look really bad on offense. And I think when it comes to Angel Reese, yes, you're getting 10 rebounds, you get 10 points. One game, they fouled you on purpose just to extend the streak. That was pretty pathetic to me, in my opinion. And people just hyped it up. But if you can't score the basketball, then your offense is going to suffer greatly unless you have somebody like Kennedy Carter who can carry that load. And she has done a great job of that all season long. However, if Reese is going to be one of the best players of the WNBA, she has to work on her post game. She has to have some type of consistent mid-range jump shot because if she's the type of player who's just going to rebound, hustle, and get blocks and be a great defender, awesome. But when it comes to offense, she needs a number one option. It's like a Dennis Rodman or a Ben Wallace. That's cool and all. You get your rebounds, you block your shots, but if you're not scoring the basketball, then what's the point of the double doubles if it doesn't translate to a lot of wins? And I'm not going to completely blame Angel Reese for the offensive production because when you have a really bad roster who can't score consistently, when you lack spacing and three-point shooting, it's going to look even worse for Angel Reese. And that's not entirely her fault. When you're relying on Kenny Carter to everything out there on offense and carry the load, it's going to be tough to keep that up as the season progresses. And just looking at the overall season from Angel Reese, as you can see today, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 31% shooting. That's just disgusting stuff. 11 points and 15 rebounds on 28% shooting. Look, she's got to get better on offense because if she's not going to be reliable as a second scoring threat out there, then the Sky are going to struggle. You need to elevate your game. She's got to get to that 20-point range where she can have a consistent post game. She can have a consistent mid-range game. That way the offense opens up for the Sky. You're not totally reliant on Kennedy Carter. Now, I do want to point out some games where you can see the upside. You saw it against the Storm, 27 points, 10 rebounds on 61.5% shooting. You played the Fever at 25 points, 16 rebounds on almost 67% shooting. And then against the Connecticut Sun, 20 points, 10 rebounds on 80% shooting. So the potential is there for Reese to elevate her offensive game. So we know there is more upside. There's more to come. But the key is get better in the offseason because if you just settle and say, you know what, I'm just going to hustle, and these aren't bad things, have a high motor, I'm going to rebound the basketball and be great on defense, but you don't work in your offense, then the ceiling will be, okay, defensive player of the year, that's awesome. But when it comes to scoring consistently, you're going to struggle in that department. But when you're going up against better offenses who can outscore you, like the New York Liberty, the Las Vegas Aces, the Connecticut Sun, the Minnesota Lynx, if you want a reliable second option, you are going to get cooked on offense because it's not realistic to have this great defense and not be able to score consistently. You got to score the basketball. So if you're shooting 414 or 413 and you're not able to generate offense, then you're going to have a hard time in the playoffs because there's going to be teams that are just going to destroy you with their offensive skill set. And when you're looking at these shooting numbers, like against the New York Liberty, 3 of 13 on 23%, 5 of 17, 29%. That's disgusting. And in another game, 4 of 16 at 25%. This isn't hating. These are just facts. You have to be consistent out there. And if you want to be a top 15 player or a top 10 player, the offensive game has to improve for Angel Reese. And Angel Reese was asked by a reporter last night after the Mercury game, what do you think about another double-double? She says, who cares? And I love that attitude because I think Angel Reese is realizing, yeah, I can get my 15, 20 rebounds a night, but if I'm only putting out 11 points, that's not good enough. I have to get to 20, 25 consistently a night. And the potential is there. She's done it in 3 games this season, so I don't want to act like it can't happen. But You got to work on your offensive bag. You got to have some post moves. You got to be able to finish at the rim. You got to be able to have a mid-range shot, something where the defense can't just lay off you. Otherwise, you're playing 4 or 5 out there, and it's just easier to guard the Chicago Sky. Now, of course, the Sky does need more offensive weapons outside of Carter, but if Reese can just get better next season on offense, where she's got a hook shot, where she's got some post moves to make it hard for defenses and they can't just sack off her, and the Sky will get better and Reese will become a better player as well. Again, it's great you have your double-doubles, but when your shooting splits are at almost 40% from the field for the entire season, yeah, that's not that impressive. And that's not a shot at Angel Reese. You just got to get better there. Again, Angel Reese said it best. Who cares about my double-doubles? If I can't win basketball games, if I'm not doing enough on offense, then it doesn't matter. You have to make more than 4 field goals a game. Otherwise, you're going to get killed on nights where your defense might not have it and the offense is just going to destroy you. And then it's going to be a game where the Mercury, they win by 20 points, and you look at the offense going, okay, Reese has to improve. And again, if she gets better on offense, the Sky will be much better, and it'll be harder to stop them as she continues to elevate her game. And when it comes to your double-doubles, cool. You're doing what you got to do. It deserves recognition, but if you're not able to score consistently, then it's really not going to matter, and it's not going to translate to a lot of wins because you have to outscore your opponent. That's how you win basketball games. I really expect Angel Reese to get better on offense, so I think this conversation will change as she has time during the offseason to work on her post moves and her offensive game. And we'll see a different Angel Reese next season, I believe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Love to hear your thoughts on Angel Reese's double-doubles this season. Are you impressed? Are you not impressed? Love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.